The world power, so-called imperialist power during the 1800s and before, prior to World War II, was the British. That's one of the reasons they were able to take Hong Kong over. I was actually there for the turnover of Hong Kong. I asked for a special assignment back with the US Embassy, even though I already finished, because I knew it was going to be historic. I thought that it was going to be a peaceful process because China seemed like they were going to keep Hong Kong, try to keep the democracy, have the allies throughout the world. But as you see, it didn't really work out that way. But it makes sense because there's their sovereign nation. They're trying to protect their own country, so I could respect that. We're trying to protect our own country as well. And that's why I say immigration can be a big issue. And why I also bring the example of the British is because they were the world power. They had the best military, they had the best alliances, but the problem is they lost it. And you know now, if you look for a lot of British companies, or if you look in the area of education, Oxford and so on, it's kind of a point where you say, how is it possible that you fell so much when you were so high? But we're doing the same thing. I don't know if you know this stat, but I think recently I looked at it, and on the SAT, which is in the English language, and we create the test, we're not even in the top 10. I think we're number 12 or 14. And that's kind of embarrassing, I think. That's like having your own sports league, but you can't even make playoffs when you're making the rules and you're setting up the teams. That's ridiculous. So my point is that freedom's not free. You have to actually earn it. You have to fight for it. And that's why voting is such an important part of our process. We still have something precious like that. And my thought is, if we let that go, we will regret it. And that's why I think that it's important to be able to do so-called retail politics, to be out here to speak with all of you, and be able to give you this information that I've been able to gain throughout my years. And it's important that we actually promote it. Like I said, a lot of Fulbrighters that go and do certain assignments, they act as a quasi-diplomat. You go there to different countries, you study abroad, you might teach English, you might show a new administration system to a school that's trying to develop in somewhere like Ghana. So the thing is that it was founded in 1946, and it has approximately over 62 to be exact from the last stats, of Nobel Prize winners, 88 Pulitzers. So it's very renowned. It is funded by the US government. It started by Fulbright and Hayes senators because they wanted to promote a system where you can have some sort of non-political system to have people promote our country, the United States. And that's what I'm trying to do here, give you all this information, and hopefully someday you'll be able to make it better than